Hi, mister. How are you? My name is Daniel Flores, and I'm going to present to you the lesson plan number 14 from my second term report. The topic is wishes and regrets. I wish, if only. In this lesson plan, my four objectives were the following. The first one, listening objective. First, understand what wishes and regrets are. What are they? The speaking objective was respond to wishes and regrets. They've got to be able to respond and express themselves. The reading objective is understand the form of wishes and regrets. How are they formed? And the last one, the writing objective was use wishes and regrets used in a text, in a sentence. They really understand how to use it. Now, let's talk about my methodologies and strategies. I used two methodologies and two strategies in this lesson plan. The first methodology that I used was personalized learning high tech. That means that teacher offers some traditional instructions as well as online materials, and while also continually reviewing student progress. And this is very important for me, this methodology. It has helped me a lot. In the next methodology that I used was student-centered approach to learning. That means that students assume a much more active role in the learning process. Not just let the teacher talk. No. In this methodology, it covers the student's role, because this is what the student really need to do. That's why I use this methodology. In the next part, I use two strategies. The first strategy that I used was computer games. I really love doing this. It means that I use online exercises or computer games, both, because it really makes our students happy. What is the meaning of computer games? What is the meaning? In this strategy, educational computer games can be purchased students to use the review and explore concepts. It helps students to explore the concepts. And in the second strategy that I use, it's called the learning log. That means that students write responses to teacher questions, a summary in what they have learned or what they didn't understand, etc. But we can receive a feedback from our students. We cannot pretend that while we are talking, they are understanding the topic. No. We've got to make questions, because that's our role as teachers. We've got to always see their faces, their expressions, okay? That's why I use this learning log. Now, in the next part from my lesson plan, excuse me, the anticipatory set was the write two wishes and two regrets using I wish and if only on the whiteboard of Zoom, because this is my platform. Okay, this is my chosen platform. And let students make up a main sentence from the sentence give on the whiteboard. Okay, I give them two wishes and regrets in order to just introduce the topic. Now, in the next part goes the main teaching input. In the main teaching input, I present students a slideshare that contains how wishes and regrets, I wish, if only, are formed. This is the stage on which the students will see how wishes and regrets, if I wish, if only, are used. The rules and examples. This is the part or the stage that they are going to understand. This is an important part of my lesson plan, because if they don't understand this part, our students don't understand this part, we will have most of our students with this topic misunderstood. But I really feel blessed because I've got a wonderful group. My group was amazing. The English level of my group, incredible. Now, in this activity, the rules of wishes and regrets are written on the sheet, and student will try to match the examples, considering the rules. There are some parts written in bold to help students give the correct answer easily. Okay? Just because I'm introducing the topic in this, they will receive some clues in the worksheet that I present. So they will learn wishes and regrets via a guided discovery method. Okay? In the next part, in the modeling part, have all students practice. All students practice. It is important that everyone participates in the class. Now, students are going to continue working on solving grammar mistakes. As students work, pay attention to any time that they struggle. Because sometimes our students they struggle with something. So we've got to be always watching. We have to watch all of them, not just focus our attention in just one student. No, all of them need our attention. That's why we've got to see and listen. During the reflection later, the students will have a chance to share what they did to work through the challenging parts. They will have the opportunity to do this. This is a modeling part from my lesson plan. In the guided practice, I present on the screen of Zoom session the wishes and regrets, I wish of if only worksheet. I present it. Okay? And after presenting, it helps the students practice and let them. After presenting, I let them to write on the screen of Zoom with my guideline, because we've got to remember that we cannot let our students by their own. No, they always have to receive our guideline. If they want to do something more challenging, they can do it by their own with our helps. We can tell them this. And independent practice, the next part from a lesson plan, I tell students about the game Bamboozle game. That is an amazing game. I use this game and I really love it. Love it, really love it. I invite you to do this game. So the game was about wishes and regrets. I wish if only. And I sent the link. Because they really need to receive the link by direct message from Zoom. And demonstrate. The first part is demonstrate how to play the game. Because we will waste our time if we let them to figure out how to play the game. No, they really need to receive our instructions. We can do the first exercise with them in order to help them to realize how the game works. The student that completes the game correctly will win. And after that, they've got to send me back the screenshot. The next part of our lesson plan was the assessment. The assessment. On this stage, a student will be given by Zoom direct message the phrases. I will give 2 phrases. I wish, I draw a line, if only, I draw a line. And we'll come out with 2 positive and 2 negative sentences. They will only make the first part of the sentence. For example, I wish I could, they've got to complete. And after that, I will ask other classmates to complete the sentence. For example, have done the homework. The second part, have done the homework. The other classmates have to complete the beginning. In the first example that I gave you, the student has to complete the second part. And in this example that I'm giving to you, the student has to complete the first part of the sentence. Obviously, using the wishes and regrets. I wish, if only. And after that, they've got to take a picture of their written sentence and send it me back to be able to measure the knowledge learned. It is important. I always do that. And in the last part from a lesson plan, the closing review and follow-up, I show the grammar section again. And after that, ask students to explain how we write wishes and regrets with I wish and if only in English. And each student will have the opportunity to share with the class what he or she has understood by giving some examples. This is the most successful closing review when we let our students to teach us what they have learned. This is my lesson plan number 14. I hope that you liked, Mr. Have a nice rest of the day. Take care, mister. Bye bye.